if you are dedicating, let's say 1 year to your preparation, so 30 to 35% time you will dedicate for paper 2. And in my class, dear, please be interactive and responsive. Whatever doubt you have, if you are not able to understand anything, just speak up. Fine. Right. So if you have gone through the syllabus, some other day we will go through the syllabus in elaborate form. Today I am just telling you the outview of it, so that you can grasp how we are going to proceed, what will be our modus operandi. So we have got two papers, paper 1 and paper 2, right, in mains. Eco optional. What is the weightage of these papers? How many marks? Paper 1? 250 each. This is of 250 marks. And this is also of 250 marks. Right. If we talk about paper 2, it is basically Indian economy. The Indian economy that you will be studying for your prelims examination, that same Indian economy, but in more extensive form. The format will be more extensive and it will be to a slight of more depth. Depth will be there, it will be extensive, but overall content will be same. Right. So this is sort of easy thing. It basically deals with the Indian economy. And when I am talking about Indian economy, so here growth and development, right? Then agriculture, industries, poverty, all these things and so on. You have basic idea and models based on them. This is paper 2. This is very easy portion and you will enjoy it. Actually, this portion of Indian economy, it should take 30 to 35% of your preparation time, not more than that. If you are dedicating, let's say 1 year to your preparation, so 30 to 35% time you will dedicate for paper 2. The major chunk, the major portion is paper 1. It will consume your 65 to 70% of the time, because syllabus is vast here and syllabus is technical here. Getting me? So this is the main portion, paper 1. Guys, are you understanding? Akansha, Harnoor, and Priya, Santosh, Ayush, everyone? Right. This is the major portion. And this portion is again segregated into few parts. I'm not going to go into the details that you can look into the syllabus. I'm just going to give you brief of it. So, first is advanced microeconomics. Right. Anyone from non-eco background? No problem. You are from commerce background now. You know basics, right? Yeah. Harnoor, Ayush, anyone who hasn't studied economics till now, doesn't know anything about it? Everyone knows now, you know the basics. Yes or no? Basic economics. Right? Please respond. Okay. Yeah. What about you, Ayush? You know the basics, huh? So this portion is advanced microeconomics and we are going to start from here. Okay. Different models are here, different theories and graphs are here, and we have observed in past few years the graphical and numerical questions are asked from here. Fine. That we will see later once we will solve questions. Okay. Second is your advanced, or you can say macroeconomics. Keynesian system, theories before Keynesian system, all these things are there, right? Then is your finance and banking. Again, this portion, and if when I'm talking about finance, it is mostly public finance. You have sort of studied it for your prelims, this public finance. Types of market, primary, secondary market, capital market, money market, all these things are here. Okay. Then your international economics. This will be something sort of new for you. 10 to 20% you might be knowing, but still 70 to 80% will be new. Okay. International economics. Okay. So I've just given the brief of it. All these things are there. Taxes and all, everything will come here. So 70% of your preparation time, 70 to 75% of your preparation time will be dedicated to paper 1. And students, this is very important thing, 500 marks. 500 marks. It is a make or break thing. It can get you selected, this subject. How? Because you see, if you talk about economics, if you look at the prelims, do you have any idea? Have you seen the past year papers? How many questions of Indian economy, or you can say economics, are asked from how many questions? Any idea? Any number? From economics section, how many questions are asked in prelims? Very good. 18 to 20 questions in prelims are asked from your economics. Okay. 18 to 20 questions. What about your CSAT? 3 to 4 questions in your CSAT. So that makes it 20 to 24 questions. Okay. Then in GS mains paper, GS paper 3, you have agriculture, again economic section, right? So in GS paper also, one question will be there from economics. Eco section is there. And the essay writing also. Every year, one essay of 125 marks comes from the economic section. Every year, you can look at the past year papers. 125 marks. Now you can just think that what's the relevance of economics? How important it is. It is going to be a pivotal point in your selection. If you master this subject, it is going to prove as a ladder for your selection. Right? So, first of all, congratulations that you have chosen this subject as your optional subject. And let me tell you, with optional subject, there is a thing. You have to keep it as your spouse. You have to spend 1 year with your optional subject. And if you will spend your 1 year with this economics optional, the thing that's, just a minute, yes. Am I audible, guys? Can you hear me online? Am I audible? Is my voice breaking? Ayush and all, is my voice breaking? Or is it fine? Fine? No voice is breaking, no problem. Okay. Okay. So I was saying that you have chosen this subject and this subject will prove as your selection step. Okay. And guys, don't go with the dogmas. that economics optional is very tough. No, it is not at all. If you don't have the background, you cannot do good in this subject. That's a hoax. Even if you are from technical background, still you can understand it and you can score very good marks in it, irrespective of other subjects. What happens in other subjects, that these are theories, they are so repetitive that the examiners give average marks. But this is a technical subject. It requires analysis. So you will score higher marks by taking economics. Plus, it is going to help you in your prelims and it is going to also help you in other papers of GS, mains. And in interviews also, 60 to 70% of the discussion revolves around the economics. In interviews, 60 to 70% of the questions are asked from the economic background. So that's how relevant and important this subject is. Getting my point, everyone? So, just with the clear mind, we are going to start with it. Take it very simply and take one step at a time. Just do what I ask you to do in economics optional. Okay, don't fall in the trap that I should purchase these many books, I should purchase notes of this. No, nothing is required. It is very simple. You just follow my notes. When you will need few reference book, I myself will tell you the best books that you can take, because what happens is that most of the books are so elaborate and so thick that even if you complete those books, you won't be able to revise. And guys, you have to revise at least 3 times, right? You have to revise at least 3 times. You know this or not? For scoring marks in your subject. So don't fall for those traps and let's get started. Okay, everyone? Any doubt, any problem? Akansha, Ayushi, Harnoor, Santosh. Yes, dear. Any problem? If you have any problem, you can ask or we can get started. No problem in maths. Not hi-fi questions of maths won't be asked. Let me tell you. See, students. One thing, just one thing, one doubt. Please see. There is a subject known as ecostatic. Have you heard of it? Anyone? Ecostatic. Anyone? If you have heard? No? If you haven't heard, please say no. No? Okay. See, this subject is the combination of economics plus mathematics. Right? But the thing to be relieved of is, this is not in our syllabus. Okay, this is not in our syllabus. This comes in the syllabus of Master's Ecostatics. It's a different stream altogether. You need not worry about it. What sort of questions will be asked in our paper? In our paper, the questions will be theoretical. So that means we have to focus on answer writing. Getting me? We have to focus on revision and answer writing. We should remember the key points. Concepts we should remember. Rest we can write in our own language. Yes or no? Can you write in your language or not? If you know the concept? Yes? Santosh, Harnoor, Ayush, Akansha, can you or can't you? If you know the points, you can obviously frame the answer and I will be guiding you through it. I will be guiding you through it, how to write answers. So don't worry about it. Theoretical answer writing. So you need answer writing and revision. Second is graphical questions. Either they will give you a graph and they will ask you that to which theory this graph is from, what is it portraying, what is it trying to explain, what are the pros and cons. Such questions they ask. So again, graphical, or they will give a question and will ask you to plot a graph. Either they will give the graph and ask you the relevant theory, or they will ask you directly to draw the graph. In both the cases, it is the win-win situation because graph questions are direct questions. Direct from the topics mentioned in the syllabus. So graphical questions. And a new trend has evolved that they are asking numericals. And that's what troubled you, Akash, right? See, these numericals are directly formula based. We are going to study the theories, formulas are there. You just have to put the values. As simple as that. Very scoring these are. Simplest form of numericals these will be. And that too you can leave. They will be given in the optional. You can choose one question at max. And you can leave, you can go for theory question. But direct formula feeding, if you apply the formula in these numericals, you can get high marks. High marks you can get. And that will be the factor that is going to distinguish you. So it improves your scoring. Very easy numericals. Once we go through, you will see how easy numericals are asked. Then this doubt will vanish. Okay, everyone. So such type of questions are asked in our paper. Right. So let's get started with advanced micro. Anyone? No doubt? Right. So can we start? So today we are going to start with advanced micro. Paper 1, huh? This is paper 1. And the first topic of our discussion is Marshallian approach to price determination. Marshall was the name of an economist, right? So the topic is Marshallian approach to price determination. This Marshall, guys, can you see it? Is it visible? Everyone, I need a response. Is it visible to you? Akansha, Ayush, Harnoor, Priya, Santosh. Huh? So this is also known as, sometimes they ask the question from it with this name, Marshallian approach of price determination, or they also write it as Marshall's partial equilibrium. Marshall's partial equilibrium, also known as Marshall was an economist. Partial equilibrium. What is this partial equilibrium? We will see. We will see later. Okay, anyone has an idea what is partial equilibrium? Yes, anyone knows what is partial equilibrium? No problem, whatever you know. I don't want proper definition. If you have any idea, how vague it is, doesn't matter. Any idea whatsoever you have, you can tell. No one? Okay, no problem. Fine. So we are going to start from here. First of all, we need to understand that what this approach is and how we are going to deal with it. So let's write few things. Write down. In partial equilibrium, approach to the pricing In partial equilibrium approach to the pricing, we seek to explain price determination of commodity. Price determination of commodity. So I'll repeat it. In partial equilibrium approach to the pricing, we seek to explain the price determination of commodity, keeping the prices of other commodities constant. Keeping the prices of other commodities constant, and also assuming that the various commodities are not interdependent. Okay. Written, everyone? Written? Yes or no? Yes, guys, done? Right. Have you written? Ayush, Harnoor? Right. Fine. Pay attention. Yeah. So, what we do in partial equilibrium? What is partial equilibrium? See, in partial equilibrium of price determination, we try to evaluate the price. We try to find the price of the commodity. Okay. Suppose this is a packet of butter. This is butter. So I want to find out price of this butter. That what's the price of this butter? Okay. So by this methodology, we try to find out the price of a commodity, any commodity. But there are few assumptions. These things are not reality. The assumptions means that the thing that we are going to consider are not real, but still we are going to consider them, right? So first thing that we assume is that prices of other commodities are constant. Yes or no? You need not take price of any commodity. Now we all know, pay attention guys, we all know different types of goods. Do we or not? Complementary and supplementary goods. Do you know or not? Complementary goods. Yes guys, what are complementary goods? Anyone? Complementary goods? Which can be used in place of each other. Okay. For example? They are to use together. My dear, car and petrol are also used together. You are saying used in place of each other. Those are substitution goods. Okay. And you are giving right examples. Yeah, Harnoor, good. Tea. Harnoor, this is substitute good. Pay attention, guys. I am talking about complementary goods. I am talking about complementary and supplementary goods. Okay. This is one type. Okay. Another is substitute goods, also known as replaceable goods. Substitute means which can be used in place of another. For example, thumbs up and Coca-Cola. For example, tea and coffee. Yes or no? Those are substitute goods. Right? If tea gets expensive, you can use coffee. Those are substitute goods. But complementary goods are those goods which are used together. Yeah, tea and biscuit, car and petrol, bread and butter. All these are complementary goods. All these are complementary goods. Getting my point or not? Harnoor, Akash, Ayush, are you understanding? Santosh? Bread and butter, bread and jam. Okay. Speak, guys. Getting it? Harnoor, is it clear now, dear? Fine. So, understood what complementary goods are? Okay. Now pay attention. Pay attention, everyone. Note it. If you want, you can note it down. You can note it with different color or in another page that what supplementary and complementary goods are. Insert. Right. And you can also note substitute goods that you can use one good in place of another. Cola and thumbs up. Right. Let me know when you are done. Right? Done? Can we proceed? Now pay attention, guys. This is not related to our Marshallian theory, but this is important for that. So that's why I'm telling you. If we talk about complementary goods, think and answer. I'm talking about complementary goods, that is car and petrol. Okay, petrol, diesel, whatever. Fine. Now these are complementary goods. Yes or no? Car and petrol are complementary goods. Speak yes or no. Now tell me one thing. Price of car has increased. Price of car has increased. So what will happen to the price of petrol? Will remain the same? Will increase? Will decrease? What will happen? Yes, online. Price of car has increased. So what will happen to the price of petrol or diesel? Will it increase, decrease, remain the same? Speak. Come on, guys. Try it out. No problem. There is nothing wrong in being wrong. At least you are trying. Okay, Harnoor. What do you think, Ayush? Ayush, Temne, Akansha, Santosh, same. Okay. Okay. Now pay attention. I am telling. In complementary and supplementary goods, what happens is that if price of one thing increases, then price of another thing also increases. If price of car has increased, okay, so price of petrol will also increase. Why? Because cars run by petrol. Cars run by petrol. If you are not able to purchase car or bike, what will you do with the petrol or diesel? Yes or no? Take it in another way. See, if price of petrol is going to increase, what will happen? Price of car will increase or not? price of petrol will increase, price of car will increase automatically. Yes or no? And vice versa. If price of petrol will decrease, price of car will decrease. Or if price of car is decreasing, price of petrol will also decrease. So that's what happens in complementary and supplementary goods. Okay. They are interdependent on each other. These goods are interdependent on each other. And one more aspect. Now look here everyone. Suppose the price of car has increased. Now tell me, think and answer. Suppose the price of car has increased. So what will happen to the demand? What will happen to the demand of petrol? Demand of petrol, not of car. If price of car increases, what will happen to the demand of petrol or diesel? Demand. You all know now what demand is. Hello. Right?
Demand will increase.
Yes, very good. It will decrease. When people are not able to purchase the car, what will they do with the petrol? Right or wrong? So if price of car is increasing, demand of petrol is also decreasing. Demand of car is so decreasing, that's understood. But demand of petrol is also decreasing. Similarly, if price of car reduces, demand of petrol increases. Why? People are purchasing more cars. Tell me, right or wrong? So what did we saw? What did we see? We saw that these goods are interrelated. These goods are interrelated. Price of one good is determining the demand of another good. Hello? Price of one good is determining the demand of another good and vice versa. Right? So such goods which are interdependent, interlinked, where price of one good determines the price of another good, where demand of one good determines demand of another good, such goods are said to be complementary or supplementary. Clear? Everyone, is it clear? Complementary and supplementary goods are absolutely clear to you. Tell me. Any doubt you can ask. If there is any doubt, you can ask. And never hesitate in asking, whether anyone is asking or not. If you have a problem, you ask. Santosh, clear? Akansha, Ayush,
पेट्रोल का रीजन तो अलग भी हो सकता है, कार से रिलेट नहीं कर सकते.
No, that is a different thing. I'm just talking about this dependence. Both of both factors, those are different factors. But here, understood? Note it down. Yes, done. There are several factors, dear, but here I am talking in accordance to another good. That what is the relation between these two goods. Other factors are there. Due to that, price can increase or decrease. But if price of this is increasing, then also the price of this will increase. But price of that is increasing, then demand of another will decrease. That's also the factor.
Positive relation between price and inverse relationship between price and demand.
Yes. Okay, clear? Fine. And what did I tell you? Here, in Marshallian approach, read it out, that when you are determining the price of one commodity, you have to take price of other commodities as constant. That means if you are determining the price of butter, or let's say if you are determining the price of petrol, petrol and car thing, then we know it is quite obvious that price of petrol is dependent on the price of car. We know it. But Marshall says that when you are determining price of petrol, forget about the price of car. Take it as constant. Okay. He says you are determining price of one thing, forget about all other things. Everything is constant. That means, pay attention guys, that means in Marshallian approach, complementary, supplementary goods are not considered. And even if you are considering them, then you will not consider their relation. You will not say that petrol is dependent on car or vice versa. You will talk only about petrol when you are determining the price of petrol. Interdependence thing you have to forget while determining price of the commodity. Is it understood or not? And that's what I make you write down, that in partial equilibrium, commodities are not interdependent. See, you have written not interdependent. They are not linked with each other. Even if they are linked with each other, you will take them as independent quantities. You will take them as not dependent on each other. Understood? Tell me yes. Yes or no? Ayush, Kamanal, Arnoor, yeah, absolutely clear. Now is it clear to you what partial equilibrium is? Akash, समझ गया what is partial equilibrium? And not in, please pay attention guys, if someone asks you, if in your interview it is asked that okay, do not tell me the entire definition of partial equilibrium, just tell me what is the exact meaning of partial equilibrium. So partial equilibrium means, the exact meaning is that not interdependent. When commodities are not interdependent, then you say that commodities are in partial equilibrium. And Marshall is talking about price determination by taking the concept of partial equilibrium. Okay, absolutely clear. Now write down one sentence. You can write from the next line, you can write, hence in partial equilibrium, hence in partial equilibrium approach, hence in partial equilibrium approach, we keep other factors constant. We keep other factors constant. We keep other factors constant and concentrate on one product which we are studying. Okay, so we are going to keep all other factors constant. Do not pay attention to any other factor. Just focus on one factor that you are studying or whose price you want to determine. Just concentrate on that. Okay? Okay. So what did Marshall say and why Marshall chose this methodology? What was the approach of Marshall? Why has he chosen partial equilibrium method? Because you know, please pay attention, this method is non-practical. Yes or no guys? This method is not practical. Why? Because price of any commodity is dependent on various factors. Hello? Price determination of any quantity is dependent on so many factors. But Marshall is saying, forget about it, just concentrate on the one product. Do not think that due to another product, what will be the effect on this. So a Marshall approach is not practical approach. Tell me, agreed or disagreed? Marshall approach is not that practical. It's not pragmatic. Okay. Then why has he chosen this approach? So I will quote Marshall. Put on the quotation mark. These things fetch you extra marks. Pay attention. These things always give you extra marks in your answer writing if you quote something. And this is the quotation of Marshall. So write down in his words. He said that the forces to be dealt with are, however, the forces to be dealt with are, however, so numerous, that it is best to analyze a few at a time. That it is best to analyze a few at a time and to work out a number of partial solutions. And to work out number of partial solutions as auxiliaries as auxiliaries to our main study, as auxiliaries to our main study, to our main study, study. I will repeat myself. The forces to be dealt with are, however, so numerous that it is best to analyze a few at a time and to work out a number of partial solutions as available to our main study. Full stop. Thus we begin by isolating the primary relations of supply, demand and price. Primary relations of supply, demand and price. In regard to a particular commodity. In regard to a particular commodity. In regard to a particular commodity. Full stop. We reduce to inaction. We reduce to inaction to all other forces. We reduce to inaction to all other forces by the phrase other things being equal. By the phrase other things being equal. Read it out. Everyone read it out. Then I will explain.
Sir.
Yeah. Let others also read, then we will start. Read? Everyone read? Yes or no? Have you read it?
Sir.
Right? Harnoor, Ayush, General, everything, Akansha, everyone, right? Now please see what Marshall is saying, that when he was asked why are you following partial equilibrium approach, he says that if you want to determine the price of any commodity, you want to determine price of commodity X. So Marshall says that there are so many factors, numerous factors on which price of X depends. Now, if you will start paying attention to each and every factor, you will never be able to determine price of X. If you will consider all the factors, you can never determine price of X. That's what Marshall says, not me. Huh? So, what's the best approach? He says, just consider supply and demand of X. Only consider supply and demand of X. And forget about all other factors. Okay, isolate the supply and demand. That means take supply and demand separately of X, consider it, study it, and forget about all other factors. And how to forget about other factors? He says the phrase is other things being equal. See, that's the phrase, other things being equal. That all other factors are constant. All other factors are constant. Other things being equal. Understood or not, guys? Tell me. Is it
Yes,
clear
sir.
now? What is it clear? Now again read it. Now again read it. It will become more clear. Yes, getting me? The same thing,
Sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Auxiliary means supporting. Supporting. Right? Harnoor, Akansha, Ayush, Kenwell. Clear? Absolutely understood. So tell me, everyone, are you enjoying the class or not? Microeconomics and economics. It is interesting or not? Yes, tell me, Akash. Interesting? Yes. Harnoor, Akansha, Ayush. Is it interesting or not? Huh? Right. What happened? Harnoor, you are not speaking. Harnoor, Ayush. Yeah. So that's what I say. Economics is very interesting. Never think what others say. Doesn't matter how boring a theory or whatever it is. I will make it very much interesting and understandable for you. For you, these theories will be so lucid, so simple that most of the times you won't even need to mug it up. Okay, right? Okay. So now I have given you introduction of Marshallian approach. Now there are few points, important points regarding Marshallian approach. So put on the heading in the fresh page that important points in Marshallian approach. Important points of Marshallian approach. Okay. So first I will make you write the points one by one. I will make you write each point and then I will explain that point. Then you will write one point and I will explain you that point. Okay. That way you will be able to understand better. So first point, thus in Marshallian explanation of pricing, thus in Marshallian explanation of pricing under perfect competition, write down perfect competition with another ink. Use different color ink to write perfect competition, or if you have got same pen, underline it. Perfect competition. This term we will be using a lot of times. So we will see what this is. Perfect competition. Thus, in Marshallian explanation of pricing under perfect competition, demand function for a commodity, demand function for a commodity is drawn demand function of a commodity is drawn with the assumption assumption means, pay attention guys, assumption means that this is not real, we are assuming it, we are saying let it be, it is not real. Prices of other commodities, taste and income of consumer, taste and income of consumer remains constant. So what all remains constant? Prices of other commodities, taste of consumer and income of consumer. We take all of them as constant. That's our assumption. That's the Marshallian assumption. We take them as constant. Written, guys, written. If you have written it, let me, can I explain it? Done?
Sir.
Harnoor, Ayush, channel, can I explain? Akansha? Yeah, please see. Huh? Suppose there is a boy, this is a boy. His name is Chintu. Okay. Now Chintu likes 5-star chocolate. Yeah. You guys like chocolate or not? You eat chocolate? So Chintu all likes 5-star chocolate. Age of Chintu is, please repeat it again. What? This or the statement that I told you? The first point. Akansha, the first point. Okay, I'm repeating the first point. This time I'm explaining the first point. I am repeating, please check, please rectify. Thus, in Marshallian explanation of pricing under perfect competition, demand function for a commodity is drawn with the assumption that prices of other commodities, comma, taste and income of the consumer remains constant. Okay, Akansha? Remains constant. Clear, Akansha? Okay. Now I am explaining this. I am explaining this point. First, understand the point. Then I will tell you what perfect competition is. Anyway. So if I talk about Chintu, Chintu is a 7-year-old boy. Okay. And he gets pocket money of 10 rupees. Pay attention. Now, Chintu likes chocolates. He gets pocket money of 10 rupees. So he purchases 5-star. Right. Pay attention, Akash. So he purchases 5-star. Because his income is how much? This is his income. 10 rupees. Okay. What is his taste? His taste is chocolate. Okay. Now, what happens is that another chocolate comes in the market and its name is Kit Kat. And price of Kit Kat is 7 rupees. Price of Kit Kat is 7 rupees. Now tell me, what will Chintu do? He will purchase Kit Kat? Yes or no? Price of Kit Kat is 7 rupees. Chintu loves chocolate. He loves all type of chocolate. It's not that Chintu is fan of 5-star. He eats 5-star, but he loves all the chocolates. So if the price of another chocolate is lesser, Chintu will go for this. Tell me yes or no. He will purchase Kit Kat. Guys, right or wrong? He will purchase Kit Kat. Right. Okay. Now, so this is factor number 1. That means if you are determining price of 5-star, then price of other commodities also plays role. For determining price of 5-star, you have to consider price of other commodities. But what did Marshall say? Prices of other commodities are constant. Marshall is saying forget about the price of other commodities. Understood? Prices of other commodities play role, but Marshall is saying forget about them. Okay, forget it. Second thing, taste. Chintu is a small boy. His taste and preference has changed. Now he likes chewing gum. He is eating boomer. His taste has changed. Now chocolate is not his taste. What is his taste? Chewing gum. Chewing gum. Fine. So now his taste is chewing gum. He will not purchase 5-star. Tell me yes or no, guys. Go on. Right. If your taste is going to change, you are not going to purchase the old thing. That means demand of 5-star is also dependent on the taste of Chintu, on the taste of consumer. Demand of 5-star was dependent on price of other commodities. It is also dependent on taste of consumer, people who are eating it. But our Marshall says taste of consumer constant. You don't have to consider it. Okay. Getting my point? Please reply, guys. Ayush. Actually, I want to know that you are getting it or not. Huh? Once you reply, so it becomes clear to me. I cannot see your faces. Else I can look at you and I can understand whether you are getting it or not. So Harnoor, Ayush, channel, you are not speaking. Right? Santosh, huh? So taste of consumer. Fine. And then income of consumer. This Chintu, he failed in his class in maths. So his father got angry with him. He said, no pocket money. Now Chintu is not getting any money. When Chintu is not getting any money, can he purchase the chocolate? Can he purchase? No, he cannot purchase. He has got no money. So income is also a factor in the demand of 5-star. Income is also the factor in the demand of 5-star. But Marshall says that income of the consumer is constant. Is it clear? First point absolutely clear. Speak, guys.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is this perfect competition? So, put a small heading. Put perfect competition. Let me tell you what perfect competition is. So, write down first. In economic theory, the heading is perfect competition. Word perfect competition was used now. So, I am talking about this perfect competition. So, in economic theory, perfect competition occurs when all other companies sell identical products. When all other companies sell identical products. This is first point. Second point or second thing is market share does not influence price. Market share does not influence price. Third, companies are able to enter or exit without barriers. Companies are able to enter or exit without barriers. Fourth, buyers have full information. Buyers, that means people who purchase, consumers. Buyers have full information. And last, companies cannot determine prices. So these are few conditions. If these conditions are there, then the competition is perfect competition. Read it out. Okay. So guys, that's it for today. We are going to understand what perfect competition is tomorrow. I hope you understood everything. Right or wrong? Everything clear? Yeah? Enjoyed it? Fine? Okay. So that's it, dear. Do revise these things and we are going to continue tomorrow. Okay? So take care of yourself. Thank you for your patience, for listening. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.